Hey guys, it's James bringing you another career mode roundup on FIFA 15 with Wigan Athletic. So we're in the Premier League, as you can tell, and this is the table. So last episode we were at 12th and now we're at 14th, so we've dropped a couple of places. And I think the reason for that is because of the last episode. We played teams like Liverpool, which we lost to, teams like Arsenal and Manchester United, but now we start here with another big team, Tottenham, and you can see that player there, Yedlin. He's getting a turn for Tottenham, so that's always good. I think they're having like a restructuring phase in real life, with the new manager, Pochettino. But what I wanted to do in this match, and there's Michel Vorm. So I think Lloris has been sold to PSG or, one of those teams that he always does. But Berahino will get past the South African defender, Kumalo. Now he passes it off to Makinok, who will try to get a shot on, but he's too slow. Gobin will get a shot on, but Makinok, a bit disappointing there. But he is 6'7", he's a bit slower, but he does get a shot on in this case, and that was well wide. So what's going on there? Duncan will pass it across to Goburn. Now he's got a bit of slick to him, he gets a good shot in, lower left corner. And look at this defence though. Rajkovic, him and Gonzalez have been pretty good at the back, haven't they? They're just really reliable. He's looking for a place to pass. He's found that player. And now the back pass was off, but now he's going to get the ball again. He's still staying forward, and he's just going to run forward. Mason, I think that was, just didn't tackle him, and he gets a shot in. And now who we got on the ball? Lua was offside. So, next play, and they will score. So, who was that? I think that was Seydou Doumbia. So, he's obviously transferred, and then right at the end, they try to, hold the ball down, but we've got a last attack there. Jermaine Jones and Tavernier just running forward. You can see all the players running forward, and the last pass was way off. So we ended up losing that game 1-0. So not the best start to this episode, but we've got a lot of action coming up because this is the January transfer window. McManaman's injured for 5 days, so that's a little niggle for him, but not to worry. We've got lots to cover, haven't we? Playing anyone, and a lot of players are complaining. James Perch, wants a game or two. Ali Al-Habsi, he's fine. I'll play him any day. But these players like Roger Espinoza, Joan Hartog, and James Perch. But, with Hartog, I've played him a lot, and he's still complaining. But look at this guy, Leon Barnett. So it's probably the most unhappiest player I've ever had. Look, very unhappy and bad form. So sorry, if you are a fan. I'm a fan of him too in real life, but I just didn't use him. And I said I was going to use him, and I didn't. So that was unlucky. He's sold to Sunderland, and we drew a game against Swansea 2-2. A little niggle for Nick Powell, but you can see the table here. Crystal Palace are actually ahead of us, and I thought it was pretty cool to, I said this before about the stadiums, that we're playing in Crystal Palace's stadium, and it's a lot different to, playing usually playing in Old Trafford and the Emirates, and now it's cool to play in a mid-table team. You see that goalkeeper there? His name is Price, and he's 84 overall. So he's playing in Crystal Palace, so I think he's going to get snapped up by a big team soon. It's just someone that's developed a lot in this career mode. I've never heard of him. I think he must be a regen, but you can see the team coming out here, so we're going to try to own this game. We're going to implement our style, swagger. We're playing like the Bayern teams. Not the Barca style of play, but playing like Bayern. But Jordi Matt, he's a pretty good defender. He just joined from Swansea. And, old players like Barry Bannon, Dwight Gale. Bannon's like the Scottish Paul Scholes or something like that. And our team today, so I'm going to play Jonathan Ford in at centre-back alongside Gonzalez, get a bit of experience in him. He's from Barbados. I said he was like the next Emerson Boyce. And we've also got Makinok in there, the big 6'7" striker. And that chance from Crystal Palace hits the post. And now we have a corner. Gonzalez with the header. He's always been good like that, hasn't he? Always getting headers in from crosses and corners. Makinok as well. And Alonso with the volley. He tried to go for the Alfred Duncan volley that we scored at Newcastle. You remember that? I never figured him for a good on-the-ball player, Alonso. But he always loves to get forward. And Nick Powell is going to find his bit of space. He needs to take a shot. And he almost catches Price off guard. Price is the goalkeeper, and you see that replay again, just hitting the netting. Lua, he's going to do a nice move. He's going to pass it off to Berahino. Berahino's going to get half tackled, and then he's going to take a shot. And he scores past Price. So 55 minutes, 1-0 to us. And, it's pretty good to get a goal like that. Pretty good to bring the Wigan back into this team, with the way we used to play before those teams that we played, like Manchester United, Arsenal, Liverpool. We played some pretty good football before that, didn't we? And we almost score again. Berahino again. It's like the Berahino show, but we win that game 1-0. So scores around the Premier League. Pause if you want to see those. But now, the first surprise. We are going to sign Brendan Galloway from Everton. 1 million in value and only 8,000 a week. So it's just a bit over his value, and he's a left back. He can play centre mid, 19 years old. He's just like someone, like Tyus Browning. Those two guys are going to go through up the ranks, and they're going to find some good first team football and it was just good to sign him up. We need some good English players. Aston Villa coming 17th, so they need some points, don't they, as well? And so this is a pretty big game, and we're playing home. It's always nice to play at home, and you can see the team coming out today: Hartok, Bateo, Gonzalez, Rajkovic, and the new signing Galloway will get his first start for Wigan. It's good, playing your debut at home with all the home fans supporting you. Usually when you get the first touch, everyone's like, yeah, so that's pretty cool. I think Carrillo is a Portuguese midfielder or Peruvian midfielder. He's going to be really tough, isn't he? And they'll have a throw-in, and that was a pretty bad throw-in, wasn't it? Berahino on goal. Ron Villar. Wow. He's obviously pretty angry. He almost slaps the referee. He should have been sent off for that, but you see that tackle, and that came from a pretty bad throw-in, so it's a bit of luck for us, and sometimes you need that luck. Now, Bakuna, I've never really figured him for the penalty takers, but he's just always taken them, hasn't he? So he's going to have a go for the penalty, and we managed to score. So 1-0 in the 15th minute. I'm going to show you again. Nice penalty. Gets past Braguzin, who hits his head on the post as he was saving. And now Bakuna will get a cross in, good chop back, and we're going to see Powell header it back. And look at this good first touch from Gonzalez with his head, and then he starts up the good attack. So, he is always good up front, isn't he? And we won that game 1-0. So another good game for us, another good result, and we're going to sell David Myler to Derby County for 1.4 million, and I never really used David Myler that much, and I'll be honest, I did use him for his game face. We signed this guy from QPR. He's going to be a pretty good defender. You can see this guy here, 61 overall, pretty average stats, but when you look at his height and his weight, his weak foot and skill moves, they're pretty good for a centre-back, aren't they? And he's only 19 years old, so he's going to grow a lot. And look what we have here. He's playing against his old team, QPR. We're playing QPR at Loftus Road, and QPR are a pretty good team. They've got a lot of really cool, exciting players, haven't they? But they're actually 17th. So Aston Villa in the last game was 17th, and now QPR are 17th. And why is Rajkovic always in the cutscenes? But you saw, who was that player behind him? Yes, that is Niall Ranger. Niall Ranger will be playing again. But first we've got QPR's lineup, so a lot of these players I don't really know, but yeah, Niall Ranger and Berahino and Park Ji-young, those are three strikers, and playing three strikers has worked for me in the past. You can see the front three are three strikers, so that has worked for me, three strikers that just want to compete for goals and chances. And you can see the new guy, Arundel, he will be playing at centre-back, Rajkovic in at left-back, and Palacios in at right-back. Now in this play we're going to pass it off to Rajkovic, who, as I said, is in a more advanced position. Alassani will get a good goal. So you may think that the goalkeeper was a bit crazy in this game, a bit crap, but you'll see in this replay, he starts moving as the ball is kicked. You can see him again. He's starting to rush, and then he just gets freaked out. So no sliders. Just keeper was a bit bad in that play, and it gave us a goal. And Daniel Johnson, the Mario Malchio of the team, he looks exactly the same, doesn't he? Passes off to Goburn, to Mackinock, and he's going to cut inside, and then he's on goal, he's going to cut inside again, and he's going to take a shot, and that actually curled out into the goal, and like an out curler into the goal, and that was a pretty good shot, pretty good goal. He's a big guy, 6'7", as I said, that's like 2 meters tall, and I bought him because I wanted to score headers with him, because we like to play crosses, but it doesn't matter, he can score any goal he wants, I'll be happy. And this is our new player, new centre-back, Arundel. He's from France, he's 6'6", just about the same height as Mackinock, and he's about 19 years old, 62 overall, so in the coming seasons I think he will grow, so get a feel for him, just see what he looks like, and then I think you will be seeing him later on. And because we signed a defender, we have to sell one, so we have to sell Josh Meekings, and our first surprise is Ryan Babel, the ex-Liverpool player. He'll be signing up with us at the end of the season. We're also going to sell Roger Espinoza to Aston Villa. I am a big fan of him. A couple of you commented that you are fans of him, but I just, wasn't happy. I have to be happy with all the players that I'll be using. And now in the next game against Newcastle, we're going to bring in the two utility players in that centre-back, so Bateo and Fokable, and then that means we could give Alonso and Galloway a turn in centre-back positions, defensive positions. And you see that guy on the left, Naismith, the Everton player, he wrecked us in the last game, didn't he? So we're going to try not to make that mistake, try and mark him more. Now Defonso's going to cut inside, Defonso, cross, and then on the end of it is Bakuna. So early on in the game we're getting lots of good chances. A good save by Hartok, our sub-keeper, who I use a lot, and he still complains. Galloway to Fokable, he's the long shot king. Good little move there, and then the out-curler shot. Good save by the Newcastle keeper. Now, they give the ball away. D'Alfonso again, wrecking it up on that right wing, and then nothing from that. So I'm just trying to show you that we're getting lots of good chances. Good move there by Powell. Slide tackle, failed, and then on the end of it, Bakuna, and then on the end of it again is Berahino. So that's a good scrappy goal. You know, I really like scoring those goals more than any other goal. It's just something that just awesome to watch, isn't it? It's on the replay. You see it came off Bakuna from across. You know, so this guy here, that's a good save. You know, good defence by Newcastle, but they just couldn't stop it. We had lots of attackers there, and Berahino scores. So 3 goals in the Premier League so far. Very happy with this. Now look at this. Ben Watson turns around, and he's going to do a little Paul Scholes pass. Nice low pass, or Alonso pass, whatever you want there. That was just a good pass. Didn't really come to anything, but now we've got the ball again. Powell, he's going to cross. On the end of it, Jermaine Jones, just an aggressive player, competing for it. Here he is again. Cut inside, take the shot, and that wasn't too far off. You know, we were 1-0 up, 80 minutes, and for the whole game, we just felt like we could try these different things, try some shots, try to get some good goals for you to watch. And we've got a corner here, so we're going to do a low, fast corner, double tap the X, and then you'll see Arundel, the big centre-back, get involved there, pushes Janmaat, the Newcastle left-back, and they have a bit of a push match. It's quite funny, isn't it? It's a bit of a mismatch, even though Janmaat is quite tall, so maybe that's something that gives me a bit of a benefit, you know. Arundel, just a big defender, so doesn't matter. We win that game 1-0, and we've got another pre-contract accepted for Ryan Donk. So he's going to be joining us at the end of the season. So please check out these 2 players, Ryan Donk and Ryan Babel. They're both Ryan. Oh wow. Short-term loan for James Perch, but yeah, those 2 players play for the same team in Turkey. Check those guys out. They're really good players, and we're no way we're going to sell out of Habsy. So yeah, we're going to get some really good, exciting players in at the end of the season, and that brings us to this roundup. If you've enjoyed it, please leave a like, share, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.